TK421, wire 2 at your post. TK421, do you copy?
Hello everyone, TK here. The other day I put out a video on video editing, and while it was okay, it wasn't a very good video because I wasn't able to get the dialogue boxes recorded for my video editor. So I decided on a different way on doing this, and I'm going to redo the video here for you guys. So this here is my video editor. I use VideoPad Pro by NCH Software. It's a really good video editor. I really enjoy using it. I'm not sure if it's a bug or not, but when I'm using it in like a full maximized view or whatever on 4K resolutions, it tends to mess up your videos and stuff like that, so you want to keep it in a nice and small minimized. I found this is about the biggest you can leave it on a 4K screen before it starts giving you issues with editing, but yeah, anyway, it's all fairly simple and straightforward. What I've done is I've created a template on what I have here. It's just basically the intro that I have and the outro that I have, so that I can just quickly load it up and then just add my files. Normally what I do is I take my game footage video, take the overall time for that and the outro, add that together, and then I've got a rough time frame for music that I need for filling in the time. And then what I do is I just, open up a media player or something like that and just add music that I think would, work for the video or whatever, until I've got enough music to fill out the time limit. That being said, here we're going to add some files here. And I'm making a video for later on when I release it, but one thing you'll notice here is over here it starts processing the video, and the blue bar is what's remaining of the processing. And depending on your CPU and video processing speeds, it'll take a long time or a short time. This is a short clip, so it won't take too long. Yeah, over here you've got your overall sequence preview for what it's going to look like. Right now it's just got the clip selected, but you can click on the sequence preview and that shows you what this looks like down here, which is your overall time frame for your video. And we'll just go back to clip preview. Okay, that's done processing. As you can see, there's no blue left, so we'll add the other file here. This one might take a little bit. I might pause out, but I might not. I'll probably end up talking about some stuff while we're waiting for it to process. But yeah, I find that my game files take a while to process just because of the fact that they're fairly big. It's actually not doing too bad here. Yeah, overall this video editor works really, really well. It's got a lot of built-in transitions, which you'll see here, for switching between your clips and whatnot. And you can do one of two things. You can either start placing your videos as soon as you've got them added and it started processing, or you can wait until it's done processing. I usually like to wait until a clip is done processing before I start placing it, but this one's done, so we'll start placing it here. And normally what I do is I'll just make sure that it butts up against the video here by making sure that this dotted line appears. Then you've got a good solid connection. And depending on how long your intro is here, this will get a lot smaller, so I tend to try and put the intro transition in while I can, so let's just do that here. And here's a list of the bunch of different transitions that you can use. I'm not going to go through them all here, but they even play like a little animation to show you what it'll look like or whatever. You can possibly see the ones that I use the most, but yeah, for this we're just going to use the fade through black. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to freeze the frames at the start and end of transitions. What that does is it will keep the video frame from overlapping, because if you do that, the audio track wants to overlap too, and that's not very good because if it doesn't want to actually overlap, it'll actually shift your audio and it'll be out of sync with your video. So just something to remember there. And this one's almost ready, so what we're going to do here is we're going to start working on this part of the clip here. And I normally have a bunch of stuff that I do, such as adding some effects to different areas so that you can hear things properly. I found that computers tend to record voices rather low, so you have to add a little bit of amplification to it to you know, get the voice really crisp and clear like I do. And while we're waiting, I will, let's see, I don't have music for that, so I will have to grab some more music here. 1 second. Just going through my list of music here. Use that file. Minute 28. And then I just usually try and find something for the intro that is roughly about the same time as the intro itself. I always like to trim it or whatever, cut it down and fade out or something like that, which we'll probably end up doing here if I can't find one exactly the length that I need. We'll go with this one, it's exactly the length I need. So. And as you can see, I just drag and dropped that right here and it automatically snapped over to the audio file, so I'll just grab the file here and I will just place it at the beginning here because it's pretty much exactly the length I need almost. Not quite, but I'll just trim it down to the beginning there. There we go. And then what I normally do is I just drop down the volume to something like 20% or whatever. Might need a little bit more for this one because it's a rather low volume clip, but we'll see. And let's just see if the other clip's done yet. And it is cool. Okay, and we'll just drag and drop that one over here. And then we'll scroll down to the end here, and this is what I use for my outro. It is just simply a JPEG picture, and I've added the text to it using Microsoft Paint actually. And all I did was I adjusted the time frame so that it'll last for 13 seconds on screen, and I'll just take that and drop that at the end of my video clip there. I tend to use 6-second transitions. You can set it up in the options to automatically use whatever time you want, but I found 6 seconds seems to work very nicely. All that you have to do is just give a 1 count at the 1, 2, 3 count at the beginning and end of your starting and ending of the clip to accommodate for a transition. It works out really nicely, I find. So I'll go ahead and I'll put this transition in. And as you can see, I'm going to freeze the frames. I usually wait until I've got all of my music placed and whatnot, but you know, I'm just going to do it now because it's easy. Okay, there we go, and we've got basics done so far. I still got to place some more music here, and in order to figure out the order in which I want the music to go in, I usually just have it in a playlist in my music player here, but just give me 1 second while I place all of the music here. Sorry about this, guys, it takes a little bit to do. And here you can actually expand the audio tracks a little bit so you can see a little bit easier on where you need to place them and whatnot. If you actually need to go by small increments, you can actually just hold down the shift key to disable it from snapping to the end of, say, another clip or something like that. And then we'll grab the next audio clip here. And we'll drop that in here. yeah, there we go. And we've got all of our music placed. I normally go through and make sure that it all lines up and whatnot. In fact, I'll just do that quickly here. It looks like it should be fairly easy to find out. Normally what I do is I just make sure it snaps to the end of the video there or whatever, and then I just work from the end of the video forwards, or backwards, or from the beginning of the video forwards. And then actually the nice thing about this thing here is actually shows you up here where the start of your music clip is going to be, which is kind of cool. Sometimes it wants to keep selecting the same two audio clips, and sometimes it doesn't want to select it at all for some reason. Probably because I'm recording this for video that I'm doing. I'll just slide this one over a bit here. Yeah, I'll probably go through and I'll adjust where they are and stuff so the music flows and overlaps properly and whatnot. That's generally what you do, and then you just here and save your project file, and we'll just save it as Beacon City. And then you just normally export your file when it's ready or whatnot. I'm not going to actually export it, but I'll take you through the process. Here's where you input your title name that you want for the video, and you can select where you want it to default save to. And then here you've got your default settings that you go with. I use hardware 264 encoder because it goes a lot faster, and I just usually stick with the default quality and file sizes of what I've recorded. That way it keeps the file sizes the same. You can actually go with lower quality and it will actually, make the file sizes smaller, but I just prefer to leave it on default and whatnot. But yeah, then you just export it, and once it's exported you can just preview it, watch it in any video player, and then upload it to YouTube. But yeah, that's pretty much it for editing a video. It was a little bit quick and dirty, but I might go into it a little bit more in detail a little bit later on how to do some things with the video editor. But for now, that's just the basics, and it should be enough to get everyone going if they're looking at trying to edit their own videos and whatnot. But yeah, that being said, I think that I will duck on out here, and I will make this video up for you. And yeah, I will talk to you later. So take care, have fun, and stay safe. Alright everybody, I'm back quickly. I realized it only took like maybe 2 or 3 minutes for me to adjust all of my music, and it was perfectly fine. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to take you through how to export the video file quickly. And okay, and now that we've got it titled, I've already got the destination set up, and go through here just to make sure everything's good. Yep. And I've got my resolution set to 3840 by 2160. Should fit the screen, and constant 60 FPS. There we go. everything's good to go. So now we just hit create. And up here it starts to index the video and work through it, depending on, you know, if it's just one solid clip and you're adding, like, you know, the beginning and the ending onto it. It can take a long time. I've had some videos that can take 3 or 4 hours to actually get through this process of it, but sometimes I have them done within like 5-10 seconds. It all depends on whether it qualifies as a lossless re-encode. How it does that, I have no clue. I just know that at times it will do a lossless re-encode if you know, I have a video file that's, you know, pretty much a really big video file with a really small intro and a really small outro. It'll just add the two and then just bam, be done with it. But yeah, that's about it. So I think that yeah, while it's doing this, I'll just duck on out and I will go do some stuff and I'll come back and then I'll upload this video and then I'll start editing this video that I'm making right now, and then I'll upload that one later. Confusing. But anyway, take care, have fun, stay safe, and I will talk at you later.